What's good, everybody? All Wild Podcast here. I'm Josh, and this is Connor. Today, we're going to be discussing our NBA All-Star reserves, a few NBA topic, and one single MLB topic.
But before the episode, I have to say, we are sharing a computer today.
He didn't charge his MacBook.
So I left my Chromebook at Josh's house, after work, and it was already dead, and I went to go pick it up. And I went home, put it on the charger, and just ran errands. I went to the store and stuff. And when I picked it up and brought it back to Josh's house for the podcast, I opened it up and it was still dead. So we're rocking on just Josh's today. So just bear with us. That's why we're both using the same one.
Oh, you done? Sorry.
Yeah. So what do you want to get into first? So
let's get straight to the reserves.
So first I say we should name the starters from. Last week we predicted our starters. For the most part, we were kind of right. Yeah. So we had Curry and Dame starting with LeBron, Jokic, and Kawhi. Mm-hmm. Instead of Dame, they put Doncic.
Which isn't a big problem, but it's like...
Yeah, it's not crazy, but if anything, Dame deserved it over Doncic. Mm-hmm. But if anything, Doncic deserved it over Kawhi. That's why I had Doncic. I had Doncic starting, but at the small forward, but he classifies as a shooting guard, I guess. Mm-hmm. So they had Doncic, and then in the East, they had Kyrie, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Giannis, Embiid. So we had from the shooting guard to the center. We didn't think Kyrie was going to get point guard, even though he's averaging almost 30. I thought Harden deserved it. You thought Jaylen Brown deserved it.
He shot like shit today.
But those are the starters. So now we're getting to the reserves. They should be out the day after we put this up. So the day after we put this up, they will release it, I think. The day after you're seeing this, or if you're seeing this on the first day it goes up, they will be releasing them. But I'll let you go first. I already know who my first point guard reserve is.
Okay, what are we doing first?
We'll go West point guard.
West point guard?
Yeah.
I think we have the same West point guard.
Damian Lillard. He should have been a starter. Unfortunately, he's a reserve. It really doesn't add much to the...
He's the lock.
Yeah, it doesn't add much to his resume. He's still an all-star.
Okay, but who's your second guard?
Let me remember who my second guard is. Look away for a second.
I'm not looking.
Okay, my second guard is... Okay, that's my second guard. My second guard is Devin Booker. I have Devin Booker as my second East guard. Oh my God, bro, do you have a lip? He spilled all over himself. Is Devin Booker a good pick? It was between two.
Who's the other? Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll say my other one later.
Okay.
Mine's Devin Booker.
My second guard is Donovan Mitchell.
Okay. That's the other one. It's between Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell has been doing better this year, stats-wise. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I like Devin Booker better.
You can go back and
That's what I'm saying.
Between those two.
Those two are very comparable players.
Yeah, it's very close between both of them. So, anyways, my first forward, none other than Jason Tatum.
Oh, we're going East first?
Oh, my bad.
We already did the guards. We'll go East.
Forward?
Jason Tatum. I have Jason Tatum as well. Mine are in no particular order, but Jason Tatum definitely deserves it. While we're on Jason Tatum, we might as well say it. Jaylen Brown too.
What?
Yeah, Jaylen Brown as a reserve. Because you thought he deserved starter, so I'm sure you have him as reserve at least.
Why did I say East forward?
You tell me. I asked why, and you said, because fuck you. I don't know. Why you asking me that?
My bad.
I don't know. No. What brain are you on?
I don't know. I thought that Lillard and Mitchell were East. I don't know why. So then I was like, my next forward, Jason Tatum.
Okay. Now we're all fucked up. So let's just go back. West point guards. West guards. Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell.
And you have Damian Lillard, Devin Booker.
I have Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, but I'm sure you have... Do you have Devin Booker?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, those are the guards that all deserve it. Those are three guards there.
Want to go...
We might as well... No, let's just go all West first.
All West first?
So who's your first West guard... or forward?
So it would be AD.
Okay.
But injury, right? So you get a
So
sub.
yeah, that's the thing. I have 82 for 2 to 3 weeks.
It's 4. It's 4 now.
Is it 4?
They said 4 yesterday.
Okay, so you're subbing him?
I'm subbing him for Zion.
Oh, I have Zion just straight up.
No, I mean he deserves it straight up.
That's
but,
what I'm saying. Like,
but
I don't have him as a sub.
but I knew that. I knew that.
Don't look at
he's
the Chromebook
like,
real quick.
Okay.
No, you could talk. Just don't look at my picks.
Okay. I knew that Zion was going to be an all-star this year. I just kind of figured like, oh, 80's a forward, Zion is a forward. I'll just throw him in right there. But he definitely deserves to be an all-star.
Yeah. So
Regardless of reserve, wild card, whatever the hell it's called, backup, injury, whatever. He deserves to be an all-star.
So are they doing a sub for him? Because he's definitely going to make the All-Star game.
Yeah, but he's not going to play.
When's the All-Star game set?
Like March 5th?
Yeah.
Or not March 5th. Go to the starter shit again? Nope.
Yeah, when is it?
What website did you click on?
Bro, I looked at a bunch of different stuff.
Oh, March 7th.
March 7th, yeah. So he's going to...
He shouldn't play, though, regardless. He's gonna be barely coming off injury, if that.
See, this is the thing. So with my picks, they're kind of tough. Because I have some sleeper picks that might not be deserving of it. So we've done what? We've done our 3 guards, and we've done technically kind of a forward or 2 forwards.
Yeah, but that was on.
Name another forward real quick while I look for my Anthony Davis sub. Who's your next forward?
For the East?
For the West. We're going all West first.
For the West?
Yeah. Because I have to look for a sub. Because I didn't actually process that he was injured.
Hold on, let me look at my West forwards.
Okay, look at your West forwards real quick. Yeah, but I think, honestly, some of these are locks. Damian Lillard's a lock.
Oh, okay.
Who else did we say after Damian Lillard? Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell are locks. Then we both had Zion and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is out. Who's your next forward?
My next forward is kind of a sleeper.
Okay.
Kinda.
Okay.
Brandon Ingram.
That's also my next forward.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Because the reason why it's a sleeper is, do the Pelicans deserve 2 All-Stars? That's a big thing. Because some teams deserve an All-Star, some teams don't deserve an All-Star.
They don't deserve an All-Star.
Do the Pelicans deserve 2 All-Stars?
No.
But they're going to get to. Because I
They
think
should.
Zion and Brandon Ingram do deserve to be All-Stars.
Yeah, they should be. Brandon Ingram, you may or may not know, got traded away in the Anthony Davis package, and since then,
Okay, I'll just throw him in there.
Since then, he's really, what would you say, progressed as a player.
Who?
Brandon Ingram.
Oh, a ton. He went from I think the most he ever averaged
16?
was 17. I think the most he ever averaged on the Lakers was 17. And then we knew he wasn't going to be able to play well with LeBron, so we traded him for Anthony Davis, and now he's the number 1/number 2 option. He's definitely the number 1 scorer on the Pelicans, so he can do whatever he wants, and it's working out. He's averaging almost fucking 25.
Yeah, no, he deserves it.
He's starting. People always compared him to Kevin Durant, and he's showing it a little bit. He just hit a, what would you call it? Not a game winner.
I wasn't watching. I turned it off.
The Celtics game?
I turned it off. What's the point of watching?
He basically hit a game winner 3 on the Celtics, and that fucking iced the game against your Celtics. Made you guys even.
It's not my Celtics anymore. Remember? I resigned.
Yeah, you resigned.
Celtics.
Zion hit the game clincher too, bro. They deserve it. They just went clutch this game.
Yeah, they did.
So do you want to move on from that? Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do your last forward.
Oh, okay. So what I'm gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna transfer this guy to a forward, and Anthony Davis, I'm gonna sub for someone else. So my last forward is Paul George.
Okay, he's my last forward.
I made sure to check on Basketball Reference. He is classified as a small forward, not a shooting guard.
Okay, cool.
So that's the thing. Like, Basketball Reference is usually the most accurate thing, but I guarantee you a ton of people are gonna think he's a shooting guard.
Yeah, I think he's a shooting guard.
I think he's a shooting guard, but they classify him as a small forward. He's my last. So I'll sub Zion in for AD just to make our list even. So we have basically the same list. You have.
Oh no, we have one more
one more pick.
Okay,
but for now, I'm not looking. So we have all of our guards are Dame, Booker, Mitchell. And we have one more pick, but then our forwards are Zion, Brandon Ingram, Paul George. We have one more pick. Who's your last pick?
Rudy Gobert.
I did not give Rudy Gobert. That's the thing. The Jazz deserve 2 All-Stars.
Yeah.
They do deserve 2 All-Stars, but I don't care. I'm not giving Rudy Gobert an All-Star this year.
Who's yours?
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm giving the my All-Star nod. Where's he at? So he right now is on the Thunder, who are a shitty team, and he's putting up 22, 10, and
10?
Yeah, 22, 10, and 1. Or is it? Nope, that's Christian Wood. Wow. He's putting up 22, 6, and 22, 5, and 6. I was gonna say 10, 22, 6, and 6. Obviously the Thunder aren't doing good. But if you watch the Thunder, he is the only basketball player on that whole team. Yeah. I'd like to say.
No, Dort's like half.
So Lou Dort is not a basketball player. He's an athlete.
He's a menace to society.
Lou Dort is I don't even know. Who would I compare him to? He's like the I don't know. He's just good at defense.
Defender.
He's just good at.
He's literally a lockdown defender.
I don't know who to compare him to. He's just a great defender.
He's literally a lockdown defender. That's it.
But in terms of like basketball, when you're watching the Thunder, it honestly seems like you're watching Shea Gilgeous play basketball, and he just has a bunch of people on the court with him. Yeah. I had to give him my All-Star nod. Jazz probably do deserve 2 All-Stars, but maybe I could say like one of Brandon Ingram or Zion doesn't get it because I don't think they deserve 2 All-Stars. Give it to Shea, but I do think Shea is balling out this season.
He is.
That's why he's my pick.
He is. Okay, so East guards.
Do you want to start? You want me to start?
Jaylen Brown.
He's your first guard that comes to mind?
Well, because I'm a Celtics fan, but James Harden.
You're a Celtics fan?
Sometimes. Depends on the
moment. I thought you resigned.
It depends on if we win that day or not.
Yeah, so we'll talk about Jaylen Brown first.
Phenomenal
kind of shit today, but he was passing pretty good. He was showing off the playmaking that you were talking about last week. Celtics did end up losing.
Fuck you.
I think your boys had what, like 50, 60 points together?
Like 54.
54? It was what, like 32-22, something like that.
Yeah, 32-22. And Kemba shot like 3 for 300.
I'll give it a couple more Celtics games, but I do want to talk about that.
Before it's trade Kemba? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
trade him back for Rozier.
You remember what that one girl on TikTok was saying about Marcus Smart?
Yeah.
We'll give him a couple more games.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it.
That's not for this episode. But yeah, no, honestly, Jaylen Brown, you could argue he's doing better than Jason Tatum this season. Obviously, Jason Tatum has a couple more moments, and that's what is very important. There are like moments that make people MVPs or
like it makes it their team.
Yeah, like Jason Tatum might be averaging less points than Jaylen Brown. I'm not exactly sure. It's definitely close to the same.
Really close.
But when the game's in the clutch, who's shooting the last 3? Who's shooting the step back through the legs, turn around 360 3-pointer? It's not going to be Jaylen Brown. They're giving it to Jason Tatum.
Daniel Tice.
That's what makes Jason Tatum better than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. But no, Jaylen Brown is having a fantastic season. He broke out in the bubble. He continued to break out this year.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, I don't want to say found his role because he's always kind of had a role there. But he's definitely filling his role he's super well. He's being that perfect number 2 option. He's being such a good number 2 option that he's putting up the same performances as the number 1 option.
Yeah.
That's so good to see from a team that's even.
Yeah. Fucking love my even team. So then our second guard is both James Harden.
It has to be James Harden.
Averaging like 16 and like 600 assists.
Yeah, he's averaging like 25 around there with like
11 assists.
11, 12 assists, maybe 10 assists. He, like, I hate to sound cocky, but I knew he was a point guard. He looks like a point guard playing on this team. And
you called it.
I called it. Like, he's the best playmaker in the league right now. And if you were watching the game today, when the Clippers were playing them, it seemed like, because they were trying to trap Kyrie and Harden, towards the end of the game at least, because I wasn't watching the beginning of the game. But towards the end of the game, it seemed like their game plan was get the ball out of James Harden's hand, get the ball out of Kyrie's hands,
Well, yeah.
And just no, but the thing is, like, when they would run a pick and roll, they would leave DeAndre Jordan completely open. They would just double team one of them off the pick and roll. And that's why DeAndre Jordan had like his season high today. It was probably like 18. But
I doubt it was even that.
It was something like that. I'm gonna check it real quick, but
No, definitely though, James Harden's having a career passing year for sure.
yeah, he looks
Like he's
fantastic.
always been the type of guy to get like a bunch of triple doubles, but it seems like it's just like not that they matter.
But I think he
more.
changed his focus. I think he honestly thinks I have to play make this year.
After a controversial call. 13. 13?
13? What the hell? I thought it was like 17. Because I remember the guy saying, "Oh, it's a season high for him." So I thought it was a lot. His season high is 13, I guess.
Yeah. Well, like there's some games he scores 0.
Yeah, plenty. There's more games where I'm sure there's more games where he scored 0 than he scored 10. Yeah. But moving on.
We already said Jason Tatum. That's one.
Let's talk about Jason Tatum because that's one of the forwards. He also deserves it. Honestly, he's in a very crowded forward East, but honestly, he could be compared to the starters. The starters in the East are KD and Giannis, which are obviously MVP tier,
half level above him.
but Jason Tatum isn't very far behind that.
No, he's
at
not.
all.
He's just had a few off games that have set his averages down. Like he had 6 points like this one night, which was his I think low for the year. I'm pretty sure.
Probably low for his career.
Probably, but he 100% deserves to be an All-Star, and there's no way he gets snubbed or Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, no. The Celtics, as even as they are,
They don't deserve 2 All-Stars.
they deserve 2 All-Stars. They have to. They're 2 of the better players in the league. And so, I know your guys' lineups have been weird throughout the year because you've never had like a full roster. Does Jaylen Brown run the shooting guard and Jason Tatum runs the power or the small forward?
Depends.
Because I think in your ideal line or in the Celtics' ideal lineup, Jaylen Brown small forward, Jason Tatum power forward. I think that's ideal.
Yeah.
But you guys haven't had the players.
We haven't had Smart and Kemba healthy.
Kemba hasn't been a starting point guard. Smart's injured. Honestly,
Tatum had COVID for a little bit.
Start Jeff Teague over Kemba.
Jeff Teague
Start
is
Pritchard.
Okay, I'd rather have Pritchard shoot the ball than Jeff Teague ever hit a fucking layup.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Remember the first game when he did so good?
Pritchard?
No.
Oh, Jeff Teague?
He had like 18 points or something.
I do not remember. I promise you, I don't remember the opening Celtics game.
Okay, he had like 18 points and everybody was like, "Oh my god, such a great pickup!" And now he's missing. The other night he played like 22 minutes, 0 for 3, and like 3 turnovers.
That's good production.
What are you doing?
That's good production. He's running around and throwing the ball.
Out of bounds.
Nah, Jason Tatum definitely deserves it. Do we move
Next
on?
forward?
So we have our 2 guards. We have, 2 forwards left?
Yeah, don't look.
So
Okay.
say yours. Don't look at mine.
Julius Randle.
Okay, that is a good pick.
Is yours not Julius Randle?
Mine is also Julius Randle.
Wow.
We have the same list for the most part.
For the most part.
Julius Randle deserves it, although he might get snubbed.
He might.
Just because he's on the Knicks, and he's averaging a lot of turnovers, which I do want to say. If we're already here, I might as well look for his numbers. Julius Randle is putting up some crazy numbers. He's putting up 23, 11, and 5, which
phenomenal.
That's phenomenal. But let me find the turnover stat. Turnovers. So he's what, 25? Shoot. Oh, he dropped it. He's only averaging 3 now. A couple weeks ago, he was averaging like 5 turnovers.
Oh, nice.
3 is still bad. He might be leading the league in turnovers, besides whoever the hell this is. And whoever the hell this is. And that. But, actually, Matt, 3.3 is a lot, but it's not atrocious.
Zach LaVine?
Yeah, but his usage rate is probably the highest in the league, too.
Yeah.
Julius Randle deserves to be an all-star. He's averaging, what did I just say, like 23, 10, and 5?
Fucking LeBum.
Who is averaging 3.4?
3.7.
Holy shit.
LeBum James.
He has been throwing, but he throws stupid shit. Julius Randle has changed. Honestly, he's changed his game too. Because I remember when he first went to the Knicks and started going off, me and you were like, "Oh, it's just because he's the only player. He's on the Knicks."
But they got some dudes there.
When you watch the game, Like, he's taking step-back threes. I've never seen him do that. He didn't do that in New Orleans. He didn't do that in L.A. No. He definitely went in the gym this offseason.
No, he's improved his game
tremendously.
Yeah.
He's never been, in my opinion, a playmaker to average almost 6 assists in a game.
All right, don't look. I'm going to... Oh, wait, no, I already know who it is.
So, yeah, Julius Randle's just... He's stepped it up. If he's on a... Who needs a power forward? You guys could use him.
No.
You guys could run him at center. Just small ball the hell out of it. But he could be, honestly, okay, the Knicks could either go all in on their young core,
I think they should.
They might.
I like Emmanuel Quickly.
Kevin Knox is kind of fucking weird. RJ Barrett is inconsistent. Emmanuel Quickly was a good rookie. Julius Randle's a good young guy, even though he's probably getting older now. He's probably like 25. You could trust that, or you could.
That's why they got D Rose. They're going all in.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, matter of fact, yeah, just.
Fuck it.
Go all out. You Knicks fans deserve better. What's their owner's name? Nick Dolan or something like that?
Yeah.
Sell the team. You are the worst owner in
ever.
Maybe NBA history?
Probably.
I don't want to say history because there have been some bad owners. But maybe in my lifetime you're the worst owner.
What's his name? Nick Dolan? Thomas Dolan?
Something Dolan.
Peter Dolan?
I think it's Nick.
Yeah.
But you're bad.
My next
sell the team.
My last forward for the East.
Do we have one forward left?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Domantas Sabonis.
I don't think is he still on the Pacers? I don't think the Pacers deserve an all-star.
Why do you base it off that?
Because some teams deserve an all-star, some teams don't. I definitely did not give Domantas Sabonis my all-star nod. He's only 24? No way he's only 24. He's averaging 21, 12, and 6, basically. No, those are good numbers. That being said, he's not my all-star.
21, 12, and 6, 56% from inside the three-point line.
No, he's definitely a good player, and he's only 24. I did not know he was 24 until just now. It's not a bad pick. But sell it to me. Pitch it to me. Why is he an all-star? And don't look.
So, he recently had his shooting guard go away. So, he's had to step it up. He stepped it up. They're still in contention. 22, 12, and 5 out of a power forward who's shooting 35% from 3, which isn't terrible when you're a big man.
That's not the worst. He is doing a lot.
22, 12, and 5. Come on now.
On the 4th best team.
I get that the East isn't very competitive.
I'm lying to myself. I'm not staying true to myself because I said they don't deserve an all-star, but I'm giving all-stars to some shitty-ass teams.
You gave the Thunder an all-star.
Yeah, and what you're about to hear, you're going to be even more disappointed.
Who?
Let's stay on Domantas Sabonis for a second.
No. Say your forward.
Pacers deserve an all-star.
Say your forward.
I think I might have messed up.
No. Say your forward.
Jeremy Grant. I gave it to Jeremy Grant. I believe that he is the most improved player this year. I also believe that he is the only talented player besides half of Blake Griffin on the Pistons.
No, they sat him.
Who?
Blake Griffin.
Oh, yeah, because aren't they going to trade him or something?
Yeah.
So he's the only talented player on the whole Pistons team. Maybe it's because I watched... It sounds weird, but I've watched more Pistons games than Pacers games this year. Maybe that's just why I didn't realize that the Pacers were...
decent.
They're the 4 seed and they're 1 game over 500. East is so shit. After thinking of it, I was wrong. Domantas Sabonis probably does deserve it.
Over Jeremy Grant?
But fuck you. I still like Jeremy Grant. I believe Jeremy Grant is all-star caliber. He's averaging 23, 5, and 3 on 50% shooting, 38% from 3. It's not bad.
Sorry, but Domantas Sabonis is a better option. I'm sorry.
So I like Jeremy Grant. Pacers probably do deserve an all-star over the Pistons, though. That was... Yeah, I don't know why I'm so inconsistent with that, because my last pick, too... Let me say my last pick before yours. My last pick is Colin Sexton. For my reserve.
You still have 2 wild cards.
Close your eyes. No, you don't.
Yeah, we do. What? Can I win?
Wait, close your eyes. Look over there.
Okay.
Bro, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I had Jaylen Brown as a forward, not a guard.
You're a bot.
Wait, but then how does that work out? So Jeremy Grant's my last forward? Okay, so Jeremy Grant's...
Who are your guards?
Harden and Zach LaVine.
Oh, you could
We have not talked about Zach LaVine yet.
Yeah, Zach LaVine's my wild card. My first wild
So
card.
I had... Okay, all right, fuck Colin Sexton. Get the fuck out of here. You're not a...
I had Zach LaVine as my...
You're not an all-star.
As my East wild
So we
card.
have the same lineup.
Basically.
Colin Sexton, get the... Why? I thought Jaylen Brown... I had him at, like, small forward or something. Because in my head, Jason Tatum's a power forward. Jaylen Brown's a
Makes
small
sense, but
forward.
they
That's
have-
how it should be, but...
Yeah, but anyways, so I had Zach LaVine averaging 28, 5, and 5. The Bulls suck. It's almost time to say trade Zach LaVine. But
What are we
Zach
calling it
LaVine.
up for?
Zach LaVine, stud.
Yeah, no, Zach LaVine is one of the only players that could win the dunk contest and three-point contest.
He was probably the only one. Name someone else. Name someone else.
He might be the only one. He might be the only one.
Yeah. he
LeBron.
is. No.
You know Michael Jordan was in the three-point contest? He made like fucking 7 shots.
Bot.
Because they just put him in because they used to...
Suck him. So who's your last reserve?
Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine?
Because
You have 2 reserves.
I had to take...
And Jeremy Grant?
So my lineup would then be... It would be... So I had Harden, Jaylen Brown, because I moved... Actually, Jaylen... Okay, I'm going to go Harden, Zach LaVine. I think Zach LaVine deserves it over Jaylen Brown.
Okay, that's fine.
Just because he's averaging almost fucking 30. But like I said, they're all reserves. It doesn't matter. Harden, Zach LaVine, Jason Tatum, Julius Randle, Jeremy Grant. So Jaylen Brown now.
And one more.
Where's my list wrong? Oh, Colin Sexton. Did I miss someone?
Yeah, no. If you want Colin Sexton, you can say Colin Sexton.
But then how does that work? Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. Oh, just move this up. Move Zach. Okay, yeah. Colin Sexton. Never mind. I'm sorry, Colin Sexton. Come back. You're my reserve.
Colin Sexton is averaging
He's averaging like 30.
22,
23. He's averaging like 50.
23, 2, and 4.
So my logic for him, basically the same as the other ones. Darius Garland, he's not injured, is he?
No, he's back.
So he's back, but he missed a lot, didn't he? What the hell?
Right there.
Okay, yeah, there he is. So he didn't even start all his games. Yeah, he's kind of lackluster. Colin Sexton is who you're watching on Cleveland Cavaliers games. There are some people that I would say probably deserve it a little bit more than him. Vucevic, who else? Who else might deserve it more than him? In the East, Gordon Hayward might deserve it more than him. I didn't say Domantas Sabonis. He probably deserves it more than him. Even Malcolm Brogdon, you might be able to make an argument, but just because they're the Pacers. But Colin Sexton is just so good at basketball, and he's really fun to watch. And I think that's why I watch. Again, I've probably watched more Cavs game than Pacers game. I haven't watched many. I don't even know if I've seen a whole Pacers game this year, like just sitting all the way through. But I gave it to Colin Sexton just because he is the Cavaliers right now. Jared Allen actually had a crazy game. We
11
said
for 11.
we said Jared Allen was a W pickup for the Cavs, and he just dropped like 27 points without a miss. But besides that,
27? He did not have 27.
17.
Yeah.
How do you have 11 shots and 17 points?
Okay, well, there is no way that he had...
27. No, but that's why I gave it to him, just because he's the only one on that team. He's the only one on that team that is
All in.
that is fun to watch.
To the right. 26 points. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You want me to pull my pants down now? We could do it on the podcast.
26 points.
Yeah.
17
rebounds.
11 shooting.
Yeah. That's my case for Colin Sexton. You could argue it. Obviously, he's not a lock at all. I just like watching him play. I think he deserves an all-star slot. Probably not going to get it this year, but he's definitely going to be an all-star sometime in the future.
Yeah. My last reserve is Vucevic, averaging 23.
That makes 100%
12
sense.
and 4.
That makes full sense. Vucevic does, but do the Orlando Magic? No, I'm just playing because the Cavs don't deserve a fucking all-star spot. No, Vucevic is a good pick. Vucevic is a good pick. 100%.
And he's been he's not averaging, but he had like a few games like where he was close to triple doubles. He had like 30, 11, and 9.
Yeah, no, he has been putting up some great games.
Yeah. So I just think that he's made a last little push for me. Ayo. And I like him as an all-star.
Yeah, that makes full sense. So
you have Sexton. I have Vucevic.
All of these were the same. Let's start in the West.
Except for Shea, and I had Gobert.
I had Shea, you had Gobert. I had Jeremy Grant, you had Sabonis. I had Colin Sexton, you had Vucevic. Other than that, our lists are basically the same. But that's because some of these people really, like... There's some people out there who, like, you want to give it to. Kendrick Perkins, one of the dumbest analysts of all time.
I thought you were going to say Kendrick Perkins is one of the people you should give it to.
Like, he said John Morant is a lock.
Because he did that one dunk the other day.
John Morant's not a lock. He's not even making it. You're telling me John Morant deserves it over Paul George or Devin Booker or Damian Lillard or Donovan Mitchell? Is that what he's saying right now?
Where's he even at?
Who?
John Morant.
Oh, no. There he is.
Where?
51. 18? Is that 18? Hold on. What the fuck are you doing? John Morant doesn't deserve it.
18, 1, and 7? Is that his real stats?
He's 51, Josh. Number 51. No, just scroll over. 18, 3, and 7.
Oh, 3 and 7. 3 and 8.
3 and 8.
19, 3 and 8. It's not all-star. Sorry.
You're not an all-star, John Morant. John Morant, you're fucking hard. Kendrick Perkins, you're fucking hard-headed. You're stupid.
Idiot.
Does that wrap it up? There obviously are some snubs. Some of the people asked. Shea's probably gonna get snubbed. Jeremy Grant's probably gonna get snubbed. Colin Sexton's probably gonna get snubbed. But you guys,
Trae Young is a snub.
So I'm gonna take out Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton, I love you. Let's give it a Trae.
Bro, look up Trae Young's stats.
No, he's leading. He's like top 10 in scoring right now. 13.
And he's averaging 9 assists.
He's not a snub. He should make it.
He does not.
Fuck Vucevic.
I don't know if the wild cards are gonna go guard center like that. Guard forward.
The wild cards don't work any. They just fucking give you.
Okay.
Fuck Vucevic. Get your ass out of here.
Probably fuck Vucevic then, yeah.
Bro, regardless, weren't your two Sabonis and Vucevic?
Yeah.
Fuck either of them. Trae Young deserves it.
No, my two wild cards were Levine and Vucevic.
Yeah. Trae Young is an all-star. I don't know how that slipped my mind. I was not thinking of Trae Young. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Colin Sexton. Trae Young is fucking
way better than you.
A mile ahead of you.
Bot bum.
I wish I could see him. He's 29 already? CJ McCollum?
McCollum of CJ?
No way, he's 29 years old already.
Kyrie's 28.
He's older than Kyrie?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Gordon Hayward's fucking 39.
Something like that. Why did I disrespect Trae Young? Anyways, so those are the reserves. What's next?
Just
NBA topics. Okay, what's the first topic?
So the Nets are coming off of a 6-game win streak, a 5-game West Coast win streak, where they beat Golden State with KD.
They beat the whole
West Coast
division. What's our division called? The Pacific?
Probably.
They just beat the whole Pacific division.
So they beat the Warriors with KD. Then they beat the Kings, Suns, Lakers, and Clippers without KD.
Mm-hmm. Lakers, can I say?
Without AD.
Without Anthony Davis and Dennis Schroeder. We didn't have 2 of our 3 best players. That's why we lost.
Hey, it doesn't show up on the record though. So Nets are now half a game behind first. With
you know a lot about losses showing up on records.
No, they do. There's a lot of them on ours.
Yeah, no. So the Nets are
half a game out at first.
At the start, they were losing games that they shouldn't. Now they're winning games that are pretty good games.
Like the Wizards twice?
Yeah, but now I at the start of the trade said that they're favorites. Do you still not agree with that?
They are.
They're favorites?
Yeah. I had to see it to believe it.
That's good to
I
hear.
believe it.
So the Nets are winning games without their best player.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reason why you had to see it to believe it was because you've seen that Harden can change his role. You've seen that Harden can play with all three of them if he needs to. They gel well when they need to. Their defense is atrocious still. They signed Andre Roberson, who hasn't played yet. Random? That's one of the best defenders in the league.
Why wasn't he on the team? He's a fucking
Because he
random.
fucking broke his head.
He's a
He
random.
broke his head. He literally broke his head and his foot and his arm, and he broke everything. He sat out for like a year and a half. He's like Clay.
He's a random.
Clay's a random?
No.
He's
Clay's on a team.
So is he.
Wasn't.
He's on the favorite in the East.
He wasn't.
Actually. No, but the Nets are showing that they are the favorites.
Yeah, I think they're the favorites to come out the East for sure.
Glad I saw it before it happened.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one. Everyone knew the Nets. Every smart person knew the Nets were the favorites.
Fuck you. So, Celtics today,
you talk about that. I want you to feel the pain.
So, like, they were playing the Pelicans, and it was going good, you know, like, Tatum had 15 points in the second quarter. We were up by, like, 20 at halftime. We had a 24-point lead with 5 minutes left on the clock in the third quarter.
Just coast the rest of the game.
And we lost.
So, they came back, I think, they scored 9 points in under a minute. Is that what happened? I think either in the third or the fourth quarter, they scored 9 points in like 40 seconds. You guys just, here's the ball, have a layup. Yeah. Okay, you made the layup, here's the ball, have another layup.
Have a three.
Here's the ball, you want to shoot a three? Oh, you missed a three? Here, get your offensive rebound, here's the ball again. Have at it, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
They just...
Tatum had two...
They bent over.
Tatum had two really clutch shots at the end of regulation.
A little floater
and a turnaround jumper.
Okay, yeah.
That the floater put us into overtime, and then we just couldn't do shit on offense in overtime. We couldn't buy a bucket. Kemba shot like 24%. Jaylen Brown shot 30% today.
On the other side of the floor though, Zion bullied everybody on the Celtics. Brandon Ingram played pretty well too.
Yeah, I seen every single time Brandon Ingram shot a pull-up three, it went in.
Yeah. I won't force you to talk about that anymore.
Fuck them.
4 whole games from being out of play in game. Do Spurs make it? That's your topic.
Yeah, can the Spurs make the playing game? Because I don't think they'll be a top 8 seed. Right now they're 6.
No, let's look at the standings right now.
They're 4 games from being out of the playing game. NBA standings right there. Switch tabs it says, but fuck it.
Well, I didn't know. Oh, I had it open. I'm fucking genius. Yeah, so I think the Mavericks are still out of the playoffs right now, but
they might be in the playing game.
I really believe that they should make the
playoffs.
Playing game. Yeah, there you go.
Do the Pelicans turn it up and make the playing game over the Spurs? Do you see the Spurs falling off?
They're 16-11.
Yeah, they're like second in the East. No, they're like third. They would be, I think.
They'd be like tied for third.
Yeah.
East is so shit. Why don't we just... It should honestly be top 16 teams. That's one of the topics we're going to have eventually, too. That we need to end conferences. Honestly, I think the Spurs could hold on to it. They don't have a bad roster.
They don't, but it's
they
just
have
like who?
Like Derek White, they have Lonnie Walker, they have
DeMar
DeRozan, DeJounte Murray, LaMarcus Aldridge. They have LaMarcus Aldridge, even though he's kind of been shitting the bed this year. Honestly, either LaMarcus Aldridge needs to retire, or
the Spurs need to let him go.
They need to let him go because he's not benefiting their he's out there playing and obviously he's a good player, but I'm sure their team has not a negative, not a positive. They have like a neutral plus minus when he's on the field. But the thing is, who's going to trade for LaMarcus Aldridge? No team needs LaMarcus Aldridge.
The Thunder?
What, for fun? Just so that they have another person to root for?
Yeah.
What are they going to do? What are they going to get in return? couple draft picks.
Maybe like first round.
The Thunder do not want that.
No, it's just
I could see them floating in the playoffs. I could.
They'll probably beat the Lakers in the first round.
Yeah, probably. I see them making the playoffs. What's next? Is it time to trade LaVine? We kind of already talked about that. Bulls do suck, and they might be wasting Zach LaVine's prime.
You might be right about Kobe White. Like, he's a point guard, but he's not a
Not a point guard. Kobe White is not a point guard.
He's not a true point
He's a shooting guard in a point guard's body. Same as Darius Garland. He's a point guard in. Same with Colin Sexton. They're just really short shooting guards. Same with Bradley Beal. He's a 6'3" shooting guard. Sometimes we just have to learn that just because you're short, you don't have to play the point guard. Kobe White and Zach LaVine do not mesh as well together as they should. Like, you look at Dame and CJ McCollum. Those are two very short players. They are an obvious point guard and shooting guard. Mm. Zach LaVine and Kobe White, that's two shooting guards playing together. And sometimes I really question it, right? Because these GMs and these coaches, like, they're getting paid millions. They know they're the best at their job, right? You'd like to say that the coaches of the NBA are the best coaches in the world. Or the GMs in the NBA are the best GMs in the world. But they're not good at their job. They don't know what they're doing.
I feel like some of them just don't know basketball.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like some of them...
Like, what's his name from the Knicks? Doyle or whatever?
Nick Dolan. Yeah.
Dolan.
But, like, I feel like some of these people, it's just like, they see millions of dollars in their face, and, like, they don't have to perform. Like, NBA players, they see millions of dollars in their face, and so they go out and work out and hoop. But then, like, a GM... $10 million.
Literally go like this.
Yeah, $10 million in his bank account. He's like, all right, let me go take a nap and let Zach LaVine drop 30 every night and not do anything about it.
Yeah.
Let me surround him with Kobe White, who's a point guard, but is a shooting guard, with Lauri Markkanen, who we're not fully getting everything out of him because we're giving more minutes to, not more, but we're giving him Thaddeus Young minutes. Let's sign we have the 4th overall pick. Let's sign a bench player from college.
Patrick Williams, baby.
Since Zach LaVine is Zach LaVine, Kobe White, Lauri Markkanen, since all three of those guys aren't good defenders, let's get Wendell Carter, which in college he was a good defender. In NBA, he's kind of getting beat up because he's super skinny, which honestly that's not even his fault. Let me take that back. He has time. He should just add some meat to his frame. But he's not even, like, the perfect center for them either. Do the Bulls need to just, like, and even, like, their head coach used to be, what, Fred Hoiberg?
I don't know.
Like, one of the worst coaches maybe in the NBA ever.
Fred Hoiberg?
He had them running suicides in practice to show his dominance. Like, they weren't listening to him, so he had them run suicides. An NBA team.
Adults.
An NBA team running suicides.
Adults.
Could you imagine you're Thaddeus Young, and this bald dude says, "Oh, you don't want to listen to me? Get on the line."
Get on the line.
Bro, Bulls, I'm so sorry for you guys. Like, obviously you guys had Michael Jordan and rest in peace Derrick Rose knees, but you guys are in a bad spot right now. Your front office is so bad. But yes, honestly, I think they should trade him because I like Zach LaVine and I think that he deserves better. Unless they just want to wake up and start being good GMs. If that's what they want to do.
Moving on, though.
Terry Rozier.
An insane game winner. A little, like, corner shot, which is insane.
Shout out to the fading shot.
Shout out to the Hornets announcer, the best announcer in the NBA.
Made it so much more. Like, it was already a crazy shot. He made it an insane shot.
Rozier gonna have to put something up. Yes! Terry Rozier! How do you do?
Yeah, so I think that the Hornets can sneak an 8 seed.
I don't think they can. Just based off the teams that are below them. I think the Heat are a better team than them.
But
I think the Hawks are a better team than them. I honestly think the Cavs are a better team, but they're not going to figure it out. The Magic are definitely a better... maybe not definitely. LaMelo elevated their team.
The Hornets might be able to sneak a
play-in game. They might be able to sneak a play-in. LaMelo might be the greatest thing that's happened to them of all time.
Probably.
Since what? They had Alonzo Mourning back in the 2000s, and he didn't do anything.
And they got cardiac Kemba.
Yeah, but I'm not forgetting Kemba. Kemba's hard, but he also didn't do anything either. I think LaMelo might be the best thing that's ever happened to the New Orleans, or they're not even New Orleans Hornets anymore.
Shit,
Charlotte
I forgot
Hornets.
about that New Orleans Hornets.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, for like 2 years when I was like a kid.
Never mind, I'm an idiot. I was gonna say Anthony Davis played for the New Orleans Hornets. No, he played for the New Orleans Pelicans.
You're bot.
It's weird because like there were New Orleans and Charlotte, and then there was another New Orleans team, like all in our childhood.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they make the 8th seed.
I could though.
But speaking of the Cavs, should be able to compete with them, but aren't. They're on a 10-game losing streak,
Yeah.
and right now they're 10-21.
That means they were 10-11, which is like that's good for the East.
Yeah, 10-11 is a playoff spot for the East.
For sure, at least a 6-7 seed.
For the East, 10-11 is not bad.
Yeah, no, they were for sure 8 seed by then.
And
They
now
start,
they
what they
dropped
start off
all the way down to 14.
What they start off like 6-2?
I have no idea, but they did start off. I think they started off decent. I don't know if it was 6-2.
Maybe
I don't think it was that
6-3.
good, but they did start off good.
They were probably almost double their wins from their losses at one point, like a good.
And now they have half as many wins as their losses.
Yeah, they fell off.
You know what? Why did I say Colin Sexton? Fuck Colin Sexton. He's putting up empty 27s. 27 points for what? For fucking just to lose.
So what's this?
So, after watching the game today, Clippers basically get game winnered on by DeAndre Jordan.
Ghetto as fuck.
When we watch games like this, like when I watch the top seed games, like Clippers played the Jazz earlier, not today, a couple days ago. I try to imagine. I think so. In the playoffs, where are the Clippers gonna find the Jazz? That could be a second round or a third round. So in my head, that's either conference finals or semis. Today, watching the Clippers Nets, that is a potential finals thing.
Yeah.
And they lost. So I'm thinking
No KD though.
and they lost. They lost with no KD.
The Clippers also had PG under minutes restriction though.
I would argue, they took him out in like the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I would argue this is the best or second best Clippers roster ever.
What's the best?
Either this or Lob City. Because they got some 50-plus win seasons.
Yeah, but
So I would argue,
so bad.
It's either Lob City or this, and don't discredit Lob City. That's back when Chris Paul was an MVP candidate.
They were cool, but like they just never did shit.
They just never made it far in the playoffs. Same thing with this. They fucking lost in the second round last year. So, what my Clippers' time to shine is, they had a chance with Lob City, and they failed miserably. They fired Doc Rivers after last year when they failed miserably again. Kawhi's contract is up next year. You already gave...
After this year?
Next year.
Okay.
I think they have one more year with him. Paul George already gave an extension. A crazy extension, which by the end of his contract, he's probably going to be getting overpaid. I don't think Kawhi's staying for Paul George's whole contract.
You gotta win now.
You have to win this year. This year or next year, you have to.
Go all in.
So that's what I'm saying. Clippers time to shine. Clippers have to win. Like now. They have to win this year.
Who plays power forward for them?
Batum.
Batum. Fucking good.
Um,
I was gonna say they could get Julius Randle. But
it would have to be
Batum,
for this year only because they're not paying him. They don't have the money for it. But that's basically my whole point.
But if you want them to go all in, then you
If the
sacrifice that.
Clippers want to not be the laughingstock of NBA forever, because they should have at least made a finals appearance. Honestly, just make it past the second round. They've never done that ever in history. Obviously you guys watch us for all sports, so you might not be an NBA fan. But the Clippers have never made it past round 2 in history. And they've had plenty of 50-win seasons.
They have 5+ 50-win seasons for sure.
So what are they doing? They need to win this year. Obviously, I'm a Lakers fan. I want to see them fail.
Yeah.
But as an NBA basketball fan,
You wanna see them do
I used to
something?
love Lob City. Kawhi used to be one of my favorite players. Kawhi Kawhi used to be one of my top 3 favorite players when he was on the Spurs. Paul George used to be one of my top 3 favorite players when he was on the Pacers. Obviously, I don't like him very much now because they went to the Clippers, but I still love them as players. I need to see them perform. I would love to see honestly, best case scenario, if I'm the Lakers, I want to see or not even if I'm the Lakers, if I'm an NBA fan, I want to see the Lakers Clippers in the conference finals.
I wanted that last year so bad.
And they couldn't make it past the Nuggets.
Because they blew 3-1 lead.
Clippers, come on. This is the year. Go for it.
Go all in.
It might even make me happy to see the Clippers win a championship. As weird as it sounds. I'm a Laker fan, so I would hate that. I would be torn because Clippers have had so many chances.
Yeah. Moving on, though, we just got one MLB topic. Right now, it's spring training, so players are reporting, and pitchers and catchers reported last week. JT Realmuto, the best catcher in the league, who just signed a 5-year, $115 million extension this offseason. He was catching a bullpen, and he broke his thumb. And the team said that they hope he'll be ready for opening day.
Did you put quotes or you go like this?
Hope.
Okay, why is that? Why is that in quotes? You don't think he's going to be ready by opening day?
That's what they said. They hope.
Oh, I thought you put in like quotations because you were like doubtful.
No, they're they're doubtful. It sounds.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Like they didn't say like we think he'll be ready. It's just we hope.
We hope. Okay, yeah, I get what you mean.
Like that, isn't that more doubting? Well, we.
No,
hope.
yeah. Normally they would say like he should be ready by opening day.
Yeah, but he probably won't be. So they hope.
Yeah. No, I get you now.
So that's just another setback for the 4th place Phillies. Who the fuck cares? That's gonna wrap it up for today, guys.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment.
Trying to get us to 50 subs by March. We were at like 42 with like 9 days left.
We're gonna need 8 subs in like a week.
Yeah, that's one a day.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. That is hard, but
Someone make 8 accounts and subscribe, please.
yeah, just subscribe on a bunch of fake accounts.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys